8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Taylor. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
At the 30-yard line.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Taylor to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this out near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
This 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Cowboys.
Now Williams running left. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing, Prescott. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! George Pickens, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action, now Taylor. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw is Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Prescott from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Down to about the 23.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Jets, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now Taylor. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Taylor. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor. Going right back to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Cowboys. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 6 now. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff, here's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
Second down and 4. Taylor. This pass out wide to Hall. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
It's a gain of
so as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Taylor will throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a two-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now a pitch out to Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. In motion right, that's Wilson. Now Hall to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 5 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Taylor. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw is Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Here's Taylor. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This a 2nd and 8. On the toss, here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return is Williams. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. They'll
go again with Hall. Some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Pickens going in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Chidera Uzo-Diribe now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Now it's Taylor. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Caught left side by Mechie. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Taylor. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 168 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need 1 more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Brandon Aubrey.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And he returns this to the 22. And the Jets set to take the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They go play action now. Taylor. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Taylor. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Taylor to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
At the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Taylor. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm fill there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing again, it's Taylor. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Taylor will throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Michael Clemens there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down at the 7-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because You and I both know, heck, they knew, this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.